Good to hear another Watcher say that.
It's a common lesson.
I like that you're not so grim about it.
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Being a Watcher of the Grand Necropolis should come with standards.
I remember it being better kept in my day. Doubtlessly just the comforting murk of time.
You could ask someone down here if it's true.
There's a thought.
Time to light the candles?
If you would.
Been a while since I paid homage to our dead.
Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
Oh, right. They used to be higher. Did the necropolis shuffle around its rooms again?
It did. We'll have some work ahead, leading people here on the days of public mourning. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
That's some advanced necromancy.
Well, feel free to browse my books in the lighthouse. I just found a wonderful work on chronological transection in the Fade. This way, Rook.
That bell did its job. Not a trace of despair, demons. I mean, spirits.
It's all right. You've been away from the Watchers a while.
Thanks. Everyone outside the necropolis uses demons instead of spirits all the time.
I shan't judge any slips. You'll need to light these candles as well.
Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages.
You still have the old ritual memorized?
Like I said, a Watcher should have some standards.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
Greetings to the dead and undying.
I think it might be welcoming you home. We're also enjoying the gardens, but we've one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
We're not so different. Watchers discovered me down here as a foundling.
I'd heard a mage was found as an infant in the necropolis.
Well, I ran around Navarre's streets before my magic called. You settled in better.
I needed time. When I first arrived, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, The next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
If our necropolis teaches us anything, it's to face life and death.
I was grateful for it, Rook. Immensely. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
Let no Watcher forget that our greatest treasury is our dead.
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
I've resurrected simple undead before, but I've never seen a wisp animate a corpse so smoothly.
He's taken remarkably well to having a body, haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed.
We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watchers, faith kept in all our paths.
It's been a while since I saw greater spirits of the necropolis.
Those two in particular are amongst our oldest friends. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Of course.
Hasn't everyone, from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of homecoming would this be for you if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
I've pined for some of the necropolis's comforts.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that quest. I am, however, not gonna scour this entire graveyard. Ooh, there is a thing over there.
Stop staring, Emmerich.
I don't mean to be intrusive. In times of stress, the possessed often experience intense emotional shifts. Given recent events,
Is this sympathy or a field study?
I'm sorry about Treviso, and I intend to look out for you and Spite as best I can.
Interesting.
Let's see if we can figure this out. The meditation bells. I used to know the right order to ring them in.
Strict training. Sounds familiar.
I need a moment. It's been a while.
Take your time. I can assist. Right away.
Please stop staring, Emmerich.
I don't mean to be intrusive. In times of stress, the possessed often experience intense emotional shifts. Given recent events,
Is this sympathy or a field study?
I'm sorry about Treviso, and I intend to look out for you and Spite as best I can. Straight away.
That opened up something.
The door. It opened up the door. Ah.
Emmerich?
This one keeps its memories yet.
So many rooms. What's following? What are you? Stay away! They're gone. House is safe.
What? I don't really need leech. Yeah, everyone has an auto cast ability. Apparently. I didn't know that. That requires 3. Oh, she is the healer. Interesting. Not quite sure how to get there. Never mind. Found it.
Wonder what their story was.
I could ask, if you'd like.
Stumbling. The steps. Skeletons saw. Oh. No choice. Had to be brave. Had to be brave. Too late to cry. Save the child with the grave.
Consider it done.
You get a wisp here.
I think this wisp wants something. Let's try this again.
There's a pattern, of course.
At once.
Okay, so this one first. This one next.
For us? Thanks.
Very generous.
Cool. Okay, so it can't be this way because we can't jump while one of those is on us. Oh,
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around?
It considers this all a game. Let's return the remains to where they belong.
That did it. The bones are back where they should be.
Weaken effectiveness? We don't really care about that. More burning stacks? Why not? Something wrong, which is over here, right? Yeah. To the Hall of Valor. Let's do some arena fighting. Oh, you just go in. I thought it was going to be way more complicated than that.
Oh, everything here is curse-free. Guaranteed.
Thanks.
Hey,
punch an on-tom for me?
Sure. I will try. I don't think anything is going to be better than this. This just is my build. And 10% penetration is just better than electricity because it applies to everything.
Spirit of determination. May your enemies die bitter and in pain.
Yes! Good.
Don't in.
Greetings, Worn Watcher. You are a long ways from Navara.
Welcome to the Hall of Valor. I knew you'd find your way here sooner or later. Your kind always do. Looking to fight? Oh, come on. I promised the kids a good show.
There's still a couple of places. Okay. Dead body pit.
So,
Let's go. Let's fight everything.
you'll want something with a bit more bite this time, I reckon.
I haven't even fought yet.
Get going! Don't keep your fans waiting.
Okay.
The spirits of the
Oh,
Hall of
God.
Valor are honored to welcome Emmerich Volcarnage Volcarin of the Boardwalk!
On the right!
Excellent hit, Rook!
Out of 10.
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting again. Ready for something really spicy? I've got what you... Get yourself in order and head to the entrance.
I wish we could just keep going.
The Hall of Valor is pleased to welcome legendary Spirit of Determination, Spite, and his spirit friend, Incarnate Forte of the Cross.
Oh my god.
You can really put on a show. I should charge an entrance fee.
You're not.
I line them up
Isabella.
and you keep knocking them
That's
down.
so
but
out
I
of
still have
character
some
for you.
tricks. Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. Come on, place your wagers. And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose. Spectacular! We felt the blood spray from way over here.
We were
All
fighting
right,
undead.
this is
There
really
was no
starting
blood.
to annoy me. Once more, and don't you dare hold back. Get going!
These lines
Don't
need
keep
to
your
be
fans waiting.
curated for fights. Because they're just random voice lines.
All right.
Kind
Who's
of
ready
annoying.
for some action? I know I am.
Impressive, Rook! We're in the clear.
Asamra. That's Kunlat for congratulations. Who wants to get their blood pumping?
Me.
Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. Come on, place your wagers. And remember, never bet anything you aren't prepared to lose.
I'm gonna wait for them to all gather first. Yep. Hey, my build is AoE effects, so
Great show. Guess the
Minions is not
Mordwatch are
just
good
not
at
gonna kill
fighting
me.
more. Who wants to get their blood pumping? Get your... Hang on to your hats. We've got some new challenges for you today.
Fantastic, Rook!
And I'm out another 20 gold. Maker, I should stop betting against you. Who wants to... The Antons say all bars
They
are
couldn't
weak.
even make like
Won't
10 unique
someone
voice
make
lines.
them eat?
Like seriously, 10 unique voice lines for each match.
Look at
Nope.
that. Barely a scratch. Who wants to get there? Get yourself in order and head to the entrance. The Venatori want a Tevinter resurgence, but it's not going to happen if they're dead on arrival.
Jesus.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. All right, get your ass in there and give... Grab a cold drink and unbutton those collars, my friends. This next fight is going to be hot!
It cycled
Look at
back
that.
to the dark
Barely
spawn?
a scratch. Want to blow off some steam? Get going!
So they don't even have 10 unique fights.
All right, who's ready for some action? I know I am.
Yeah, running into the electric field. Not the best idea ever.
Look at that. Barely a scratch. Oh, I can't wait to see what you've got.
You don't even have a unique line for when I beat
No
all
one
of
makes
them?
any-
My god. Do you just gave like an intern this project or something? Like, it has no soul in it. Like, literally. None.
Oh, what foul hearts!
Really disappointing.
So if you're a mage and you do stuff with spirits, is that why you're...
Nothing but top shelf stuff over here. Go dent some helmets.
takedown damage and stagger. Oh, it's a stagger build. Pretty bad. Like, stagger has not worked for me. All of Tasha's ability applies burning. That's pretty good as well. Okay, so we need to go to Embrick, Tosh, and Lucanus.
With all my regards, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
You have more credibility than I do back home.
Perhaps. Speaking of home, have we really never met around the necropolis before, even in passing?
Emmerich, I'm a Kunari Morn Watcher. There's, what, 15 of us?
14 now, I'm afraid. Tebelda passed away exploring the jaws of midnight.
Oh, may she rest among the graves.
Every new generation seems to think they'll be the ones to finally exhume that part of the necropolis.
I miss anything big around the necropolis while I was gone?
Caspar I led a stately procession around the wards of his tomb palace.
That hasn't happened in 300 years.
No one knows what occasioned it. Oh, and necromancers outside the Morn Watch attempted to claim the funerary dead. Again!
It's right in the royal charter. Only Mortalitasi ascended to the Mornwatch have final authority in the necropolis.
I've had to explain the distinction between Mortalitasi and Watchers a dozen times since leaving home.
But it's simple. Every Navara necromancer is called a Mortalitasi, and some Mortalitasi join the Mornwatch. Done.
Exactly. One would think.
I should fulfill my Watcher oaths and ask, any supernatural trouble in Navara?
A gathering of pride spirits down in Cumberland, easily dispelled. And we finally stopped those wandering cenotaphs from appearing in the Weeping Vale. That took some effort. Nothing else, aside from the elven gods disrupting the Fade.
And yet...
There's so much more than spirits in the Fade. Entities and instrumentalities we know only by their shadows.
If you've spotted something in the Fade...
I'm not sure. It's only an occasional stillness where movement and light should be. Let's hope I'm imagining things.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
Have you used corpse whispering on King Marcus?
Whatever are you talking about?
Come on.
His Majesty's health is a delicate subject. Besides, the palace necromancers aren't watchers. They've their own corpse whisperer.
So King Marcus is dead? Or undead?
Half the nobility must suspect by now. Can you imagine what the other kingdoms would think? I stay well clear of it.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Oh my god.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
I'd like that. I've seen a lot of interesting places outside the necropolis, but...
I do miss the vastness of the tombs.
Exactly, and all the friendly dead.
A visit home will do us both good. I'll let you know when it's time.
Lunch, I suppose. Not yet, though. Hours from now.
Huh. Nice.
Thanks.
That veil bubble Rook and Harding found you in. How often do those happen in Alathan?
Sometimes, often, never. Depends on the day, and they're unpredictable. And with Elgranon and Gillinane loose, who knows what might get twisted up.
Well, isn't that a treat?
Inherent instability and survival uncertainty aside, they really are fascinating.
I'll take your word for it.
Lucanus? Where is he?
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, this man is not your puppet. And stunts like this won't change that.
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're alright?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're doing Tosh's place, so might as well take Tosh with us, right? It makes sense. Oh, it's that time again. It's about 2 hours, so yeah, this game has a memory leak problem for sure. Like every 2 hours, this flickering things start happening, and if I play longer than that for like 5 or plus hours, it's oh god. All right, to the main menu. Everything good? Looks like it. Thank God.
We're not alone.
That's not something I can just... No.
To think, Morrigan was the transposition of Mythol.
The what?
The carrier of the spirit. Not as a full possession, but gaining memories of the past.
Oh, okay.
Rumor has it that Morrigan helped the Inquisitor, possibly by turning into a dragon to...
She what? How'd she do it? What kind of dragon?
Well, I wasn't there.
We have to ask her next time.
Again, I feel like my meteor should be able to do that as well. It's not like it's something special like speaking to dead bodies or conjuring spirits. It's just breathing fire.
Looks like the Dreadwolf finds his way just about everywhere.
Rebane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here and there.
I mean, that's like pointing me here, and yet, and yet.